Hello everyone, welcome to Q20. That's right, quarantine workout number 20. We've done 20 of these. That's how long it's been. So as you can see, the only reason somebody would be wearing an outfit like this is because today we're going to be working on the core. That's right, today is going to be mostly core focus. So get ready to work on that stability a bit here. Also, as you probably noticed, I'm wearing my Rams beanie. This is a symbol of hope to all of you people. That's right, hope that not only will we one day return to some semblance of normality, but also hope that yes, the Rams will win another NFC title and prove that they weren't just a fluke. So with that, let's get into it. We got general warm-up. Get yourself through that. And then from there, we got 10 and 10, of course. 10 and 10, this time we're gonna do 4 walkouts with 1 push-up, 3 walkouts with 2, 2 with 3, 1 with 4, and then after that you've got all of your normal corrective squats. So there's a push-up, and then when you get down to the end with 4, you may want to throw in some type of variation. Like I like to throw in that 2, 3, 4, I like to get that archer push-up going, just because that's a nice push-up. It works really well with that 4 count. From there, you got your corrective squats, working on your range. You should be feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good, honestly. My legs from the last couple workouts, not as sore as my torso. And really, I'm feeling very, very strong throughout my core. My back feels a little bit fried. My abs a little bit fried, but I feel like I'm in a good place, nice and balanced and ready to work. I hope you guys feel the same way. So here we go now. After you get through your 10 and 10, do your Stability Plus. You can find the details of that in quarantine workout number 6. And then after that, you're going to go through 5 rounds of pentagram lunges, 2 on each side. So as you recall, the pentagram lunges, regular lunge, step out 45 degrees, but keep the hips forward. You got your lateral lunge, make sure you're pocketing on that. Back 45 degrees, hips forward again, and then straight back. You go through that again on that side, and then you go twice through on the opposite side, and you do that full sequence 5 times. All right, so once you finish through that warm-up, we got our first circuit now. We're gonna go through 5 rounds, but it's gonna be a total of 10 different movements, and I'm counting right and left side as different movements. So some of the movements just repeat from the right side to the left side, but it's gonna end up being a total of 10 different things if you're counting both sides. The first thing we're gonna do is a gray cook leg raise, and we are gonna be using the stretch cord here for almost everything that we're doing in this circuit. So the gray cook leg raise, I'm gonna do this for 20 reps. And the important thing to remember here, when I set up, I wanna have some tension in that band already. So even probably a little bit more than that. So you see where I am already, the band is pulling just the slightest amount. When I do this, I'm going to smash my spine against the ground, taking care of that space. I'm gonna pull down to my hips. I'm going to straighten my leg out and dorsiflex, raise one leg up, down, release. Then on the even rep, I'm going to pull and I'm going to initiate with the opposite leg. So I'm going to alternate which leg starts to move and release. And I'm going to do this for a total of 20 reps. And each time the arms pull down and then release, I will have completed a rep. So that's the first move. You go through 20 of those. From there, we got a side plank row 10 times. You can see I'm holding both handles here. You can hold a single handle if you like, but I like for these because it's a pretty short range of motion. I like to have a little bit more resistance when I'm working these. So now I'm going to go the side plank row 10 times. So I'm just holding a really good side plank and I'm just pulling straight back to the ribs. Single arm row, and this is less about really working the strength on the row, although there is a small component of that. And it's more about the row itself destabilizing the plank. So you're having to actively work throughout that entire range of motion to stabilize your plank. So it's really more about the shoulder and the core than it is about the row, really. So 10 reps here, and then from there you're gonna put your top foot on the ground and you're gonna tuck that bottom leg, put that ankle on the knee. 10 more from this position. You probably remember this from our very first quarantine workout, which was just that killer ab circuit. You had those tucks. This is that tuck position. but now instead of working dynamically, you're gonna work static. So once you finish those 2 moves, then you switch to the other side. So I'm going side plank here, working that row, and then plant the top foot, tuck the bottom foot, and pull 10 more. So each of those is 10. From there, I'm gonna do a side plank kick. So actually for this one, I'm gonna let go of the band. And you remember this kick. I'm gonna be in this side plank position, and I'm gonna work just like a single leg dolphin kick here with the top leg. And I'm gonna go for the number of kicks. So I'm gonna go 10 kicks, switch to the other side. Gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna go there for 10. All right, once I finish that 10, then I'm going to grab these bands again, and I'm gonna do a 3-point plank row. So those side planks, that's a 2-point plank. The side plank by nature is a 2-point plank. You got 1 foot, 1 elbow on the ground. So now this is a 3-point plank. So for this, I'm gonna be facing the point of connection, and I'm going to extend. So you see now my 3 points, 2 different feet and an elbow. So I'm pulling here, and as usual when you're doing this 3-point plank, you don't want to rotate. So what I'm gonna see a lot of people do here is in this position already, you're gonna be tilted here because this is an easy plank to do. You're using one side of the torso, you're not having to stabilize an uneven hip, so you're working less here. So I don't want to see this. I want you to flatten out. You should be in this position. So if you start in a plank and you extend, your hips, your shoulders should not rotate. So if you're going from here to here, you got to make some adjustments on this. So right there, just pull straight back 10 times, then switch. Opposite side 10 times. For the last move now, I'm going to let go of the band again, and I'm going to be working from a straight arm plank. So this move is similar to a transformer. So as you probably remember, the transformers, you walk down, then up from a forearm plank to a straight arm plank. For this plank step out, and we're going to alternate these for 20, this is all from that straight arm position, but you're working a similar kind of coordination. So what this is instead of walking down, I'm going to step out. That's why it's a plank, step out. So I'm gonna go right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. So that was 2 reps right there. So I'm gonna go for 20 reps there, alternating, just like so. I hope you enjoy that move. I really like that one myself. Have at it. 5 rounds. All right, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. Your core should not be the same now as it was before you did circuit number 1. And now it's time for circuit number 2. So circuit number 2 is going to be considerably fewer moves, but we are going to go for 10 rounds. It's only 3 moves, although the first move is actually 4 moves wrapped up into one. As you should know by now, we are doing core 360. So let's go over core 360. And if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more on this, you can feel free to work it with the bug out bag. I know that we did that in a previous workout, and you can go and check that out if you want to make it a little bit more hardcore. But I don't really think it's necessary because 10 rounds of this is going to be tough enough. We're going to go 15 reps of each of these. So shift backs. Make sure your feet aren't touching the wall when you shift back. So right now my feet, again, always I'm touching the wall a little bit here. Going to come out there. There we go. Now I can push it a little bit more. So you're going to go 15 reps there. Drop down to the side. Remember, the top leg is the leg that's in front. Stack up. Side plank dips, gymnastic side plank dips, or GSPs. Right? Switch across the front to the opposite side. Same move on the other side. And then you can cross them when you switch to the back. And you've got your arms in this position for the dolphin soup. 15 reps of each thing. All right, once you finish that, then you're gonna switch the bands up and you're gonna move to the power hip. So power hip, we're gonna go 10 reps here. You're gonna sit down into it. Remember, it's legs, hips, arms, right? It's the exact same kind of biometric pattern that you wanna have when you are working any kind of power move from the floor. Legs, hips, arms. Nice and tight, quick, release, sit into it. Release. So this move, it's really about how you open up. That's why it's called power hip. It's not about pushing really hard with the legs, and it's not about pulling with the arms either. I want to get to this position, my position of the most amount of power. Then I want to pull and open up and really engage everything along the back here. All right, so that's the power hip. You're going 10 reps of that. After that, just in case you thought you were going to get out of this workout easy, let me allay those concerns. We've got single leg squat jumps, 10 on each side. So for this, it's because we are doing high reps. Don't worry so much about maximum height on this, but make sure you are achieving maximum depth. Get into the pocket, right? Make sure that your femur is horizontal, and then just get off the ground just a little bit. It's more about accelerating through the bottom than it is about pushing off the end here and getting maximum height on this. You gotta make sure you get in the pocket. If done correctly, this move, this is the #1 move that you can do for your glutes, for the long head of your hamstring. So make sure that you're getting into that pocket, right? With any luck, you're gonna be walking just a little bit differently tomorrow. Have fun.